Well, hi everybody, this is DearMamaSal, and I just wonder, has anybody ever said really nasty things about you? And maybe you wondered, how do I deal with this? One thing that we do know is it happens to us all, it's not just you. So therefore I've put down a video, in fact a little series for you, to show you some of the ways that you perhaps can change the way you deal with them. I hope it's helpful to you. And by the way, if ever you wonder, what do I look like when I get really quite upset with somebody? You're going to see it in this video. Enjoy. Good afternoon, everybody. This is DearMamaSal, and this particular video is going to talk about what to do when people are really nasty to you. Now, it doesn't really matter what age you are, because this can be about your parents saying nasty things to you. It can be about your children saying nasty things to you. It can be your grandchildren saying nasty things to you. It doesn't really matter. It can be your boss. It can be anybody talking to anybody. Now, the first thing I want to talk about, because it's the most important, is that seek first to understand. You need to understand why people do this, and you know why, because you do it to people. So the next time you accidentally say something really nasty to somebody, now I'm certain some of you are saying, oh, I never do that, Sal. Well, that's wonderful. But for the rest of us, have you ever done it? And the answer is, I think so, more than likely. And here's what I know to be true when I look back at the times that I've lost it and said something nasty to somebody. 9 times out of 10, it's because I was really frustrated, because I didn't feel they were listening to me, or they hadn't come up to my expectations. You just add to the list. Add whatever you want to the list. But it's nearly always about the person who's getting angry. It's not about the person you're angry at. So, when you understand that, seek first to understand. When you understand that, you'll know when somebody's being nasty to you, it's not about you. It's their stuff. So, what I want to talk to everybody about is a system that I want to teach you all that actually works quite well when I remember to use it. Because, I'm not perfect either. But I came up with this system years ago when I was still actually a professional speaker. And I can remember doing it on a stage, funny enough, as a keynote speaker. I talked about it. Because there is a very simple method that works when you bother to use it. And I say when you bother to use it because sometimes the attack on you is so nasty that you just totally lose it. I understand that. It's happened to me. However, when you get rational again, which you will eventually, when you get rational again, you could start the process. Because one thing you do know for sure, if somebody said something that nasty to you, there's something going on. And it's their stuff. Now, by the way, if this person that was nasty to you said something about you, really nasty, and you don't particularly like this person or need this person in your life or whatever, my suggestion is walk away. Thank them for their opinion, but don't do it sarcastically, because that's what it is. their opinion. And if this is somebody that is not important in your life, just walk away from it. I've had many, many people, especially since I've been on YouTube, say some really horrific things about me that are totally untrue. And in the olden days, I would have needed to get there and defend myself. You know, the truth is I don't need to. I don't need to because it's untrue, and the number of people doing that are very small and very, with all due respect, very sick. If they believe that sort of stuff without checking it out, without knowing the truth of it, I'm not going to be able to change them. They're sick puppies. And really wasting my time on the sick puppies that get their jollies out of maligning people is pretty much a waste of time. However, I have a couple of times seen some things that were downright defamation of character. I mean, seriously so. And a couple of occasions I've reminded them about the law of defamation and suggested that unless they have proof of what they're saying, they may want to cease and desist before they hear from my lawyer. I also remind them that in Canada, by the way, it is against the law to do that. And I think it's becoming against the law in the States if it isn't already. However, let us get back to the people in your life that you care about. So first, seek to understand. And in fact, this is totally what you need to keep in your mind. Breathe and ask a question. It's that simple. Now, you're going, no, it isn't, Sal, because, you know, they really said something nasty and it really hurt me. Yeah, but it's about, can you keep control? That's what it's about. Can you keep control? You see, you cannot control them. I know you've spent years trying to, but you really cannot control them. Nor can you change them. Unless you stay very calm. If you stay very calm, there is a hope of some growth. But really, if you lose it, it becomes a war. And you're not going to win the war until you calm down and do the right things. So here's the first thing that I really want to say is the breathe. And ask a question. Oh, that's nice. The person in the car in front of me has decided to stop. She's the driver. Decided to stop and go for a potty break in the line up to the border. Just left her car sitting there. Seek first to understand. I can't believe she did that. Okay. Now, if she gets back in time, all the stressing in the world won't make a difference. So just breathe, Sal. It's going to be fine. She's either going to get back in time or she's not. And luckily, you've left plenty of time to get through the border. Good. Where were we? So breathe and answer with a question. Now, the first thing then at this point is your attitude is everything. Because if you have what I call a sarcastic, biting, nasty little attitude, and we all know what I'm talking about, you will inflame the situation, not help lower the tension. And really what you're trying to do is to lower the tension and get to the truth. If you want to. If you don't think you've got the control to do that, I suggest that you thank them for their opinion and explain that you're a little hurt right now by the comments, so you need to take some space.